was that you were, quote, recusing yourself from having any kind of role in the final determination. Is that the case? Is that what you're saying?
Well, a recusal would mean that I wouldn't even be briefed on what the findings were or what the actions going forward would be. And while I don't have a role in those findings, in coming up with those findings or making those recommendations as to how to go forward, I'll be briefed on it, and I will be accepting their recommendations.
And when you say...
Stop
Again,
a minute.
this must be the journalist in me and the linguist.
And we'll back it up a little bit. She will accept, she will take the findings, but she says she wants to still be involved with what's done with those findings, implying she's going to try to block any criminal prosecution, which she's already been doing. They love using this lawyer talk on everybody. So that's what they just did. Let's go back to the so-called journalist.
Again, this must be the journalist in me and the linguist in me. Accepting to me means, here, Madam Attorney General, here are our findings. And you completely accept them wholeheartedly and then issue them to the public? Or you accept them, look them over, and then make your own determination as to what the final determination will be?
No, the final determination as to how to proceed will be contained within the recommendations in the report in whatever format the team puts it together. That has not been resolved, whatever report they provide to me. There will be a review of their investigation.
There you go.
There will be a review of what they have found and determined to have happened and occurred.
Then they'll change it.
Their determination.
Then they'll persecute them and get them to back off.
That the case should proceed.
And when you say there will be a review, this is, you mean the review will be done by you once you accept the recommendations and determinations, or you're talking about the process of the review?
I'm talking about the initial process of how this case will be resolved.
Hit pause.
This case will.
We're going to finish the rest of this, but this is so sensational. Do you understand what you just saw? She's going to decide how to proceed. She just admitted it. So there's your headline. Lynch will take the FBI's, quote, recommendation, and then I guess she's judge, jury, and executioner. And, you know, she's the judge hanging out with the Clintons. She will now basically decide, because they're going to review and then persecute and claim it's wrong and let the press attack and leak disinfo on those FBI agents. Let's finish the clip.
This case will be resolved by the team that's been working on it from the beginning. Supervisors always review matters. In this case, that review will be career people in the Department of Justice. And also the FBI will review it up to and including the FBI director. And that will be the finalization of not just the factual findings, but the next steps in this matter.
There you go.
And I find it interesting,
that's enough.
Times now you've made...
There's your headline right there, folks. Loretta Lynch. The Justice Department will decide how to act on the FBI report. Boom. She goes, I'm not going to recuse myself. You know, I'm going to accept their findings, but I'm not involved. But I'm going to make the final determination with senior career people, her minions, like shark teeth. It's, you know, you get Janet Reno, and then you get the next. Oh, how wonderful. We now have Eric Holder, and then his minion, Loretta Lynch, and then the next minion, and the next minion. They will decide, not her. Oh, my minion I brought in. They decide this isn't legitimate, and we're going to ignore it. That's how they plan to operate. I want to get Larry Nichols on after the break here for just 5 minutes, maybe 2 seconds, maybe 10 minutes. Appreciate him popping in, the consummate Clinton insider, to tell us where he thinks this is going. I personally smell blood, and I think this is one of the biggest blows ever to them. Just the way the press is responding, everything that's happening, the corruption is so naked. Before I go any further, they are setting up FEMA camps. We're going to cover this in the next hour. We have all the documents, all the news articles. They're preparing for civil unrest. The globalists admit they want to make us independent. There's my Freudian slip. The globalists admit they want to make us totally and completely dependent on them. I want to make everybody independent. And we've got everything you need, from non-GMO heirloom seeds, the lowest prices, the widest selection, to high-quality storable foods, to shortwave radios, to solar panel kits and control units that are the best out there, bar none. Everything at InfoWarsStore.com. We're running one of the biggest sales ever. I normally do this once a year. I just did this 2 months ago, but didn't have as many items in it. It was just food. 20 to 40% off everything that is survival-related. It's our 4th of July mega specials are now live at InfoWarsStore.com. Our Independence Day mega specials are now live, again, at InfoWarsStore.com. Secure independence from the establishment with 20% off Survival Shield, Nascent Iodine X2, a total game changer. 20 to 40% off all InfoWars storable food. 20% off Alexa Pure water filtration systems, 20% off Alexa Pure air purifiers, and a lot more. These specials will run for a limited time while supplies last. This Independence Day is a great time to support the real tip of the spear when it comes to the fight for liberty. Your support makes everything we do possible, from exposing Hillary Clinton to fighting for the Constitution and trying to stop World War III while we open Europe up to radical Islamicists, but then start a fight with Russia that's trying to fight with us. Visit InfoWarsStore.com right now and secure your independence with these mega specials while supplies last. Again, the globalists have our borders open, Europe's borders open to people that want to kill us. Russia's battling the same people, so the globalists are trying to start a war with Russia. The globalists are trying to bring the West down and what's left of sovereign nations down. They want to bring you and your family down. They want to bring independence down. And this Independence Day, let's declare, like Trump said a few days ago, economic independence, cultural independence, national independence, mental and spiritual independence from this Babylonian world government satanic system. You are not going to find better, higher quality, clean, produced right here in America, storable foods than you're going to find with My Patriot Supply. They only started like 8 years ago, and they've become the number 2 now, storable foods company in the world. Now, there are a lot of old companies got together that were the best with some folks in Utah. We're already doing it for decades, but it's been a new company that's taken over because it's high quality, clean, decent, delicious food at the lowest price that even compared to crap food. I mean, this is the best out there by every metric. The price is incredibly low. The packaging is the best. It lasts 25 years, and that's 20 to 40% off. And most of the packages are 40%. It's not like, oh, a few are 40%, but some are already so discounted we can't offer more than 20. Because then there's like 10% profit in it. We got to make some money around here. I'm trying to launch aircraft. I signed the contract. I'm not trying. $30,000 for the RNC with the big Hillary for Prison plane. And if we're able to sell enough of the T-shirts, I'm going to do $30,000 more to fly the plane 2 days with a giant banner saying Hillary for Prison over the Philadelphia DNC. And we have got more of the Hillary for Prison shirts back in stock. Of the third design, I think it's the best design yet. It's the classic design on navy blue, Hillary for Prison 2016. On the right shoulder, it says Infowars.com. And on the back, it says Legalize Freedom, Infowars.com. So it's the same as the last design, except it has a right shoulder, Infowars.com. And I think it's the very best design we've had so far. And the last version had a 4.9 review star. This has no reviews yet because we just started selling it 3 days ago. The 18-wheeler came in on Tuesday. Produced right here in America. So please get these shirts at full price. I sold the others at like $5.95, $9.95. We need to sell a ton of these to pay for the aircraft. In fact, I need to sell thousands of these, just to be able to print the banners. Because I want to fly some InfoWars banners as well. And they're gigantic. They're not your normal banners you see behind planes. They're the humongoid ones. They're like super fat and super long. And they're like $5,000 a piece. The 2 days, 4 flights a day is $30,000. And that's how we do it. I mean, we should be all in, folks, in the fight against the globalists. We need to commit. We need to spend our money, our energy, our time. I am all in. So far this year, I've paid myself nothing, and I intend to pay myself nothing. I am going to try to put everything we've got this year, everything we've got, just totally into the fight because it's such an epic time to be alive. Do that with us. Buy the nutraceuticals, buy the T-shirts, get ready, prepare yourselves. That's your defense while you're on the offense supporting us to be in the info war. It's a total 360 win. Welcome back. I'm Alex Jones. We are on the verge of the fall of the Clintons, in my view. Now, Larry Nichols helped get them into power, worked with them for many years, helped produce the major definitive works on them in their early criminal activities, the Clinton Chronicles. But now if we chronicle their activities, it's even far worse than we can imagine. And she's far more vindictive and evil than ever. So he predicted and said the email scandal wouldn't get her so far. It hasn't. But I tell you, the optics of Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton meeting and telling the press, turn off their cameras. I mean, this is a mob meeting in the forest. This is a James Bond crime boss meeting on the tarmac. The optics of this, the visuals on this, it seems like the whole press is freaking out. It seems like that the worm has turned. Now, do you think I'm wrong, Larry Nichols, or what do you have to say?
Hey, Alex. Well, number one, you know as well as I, Alex, that if Hillary was caught raping a woman downtown on camera in Washington, D.C., the 40% of the people that are behind her all the way, the feminists, the illegals, the Muslims, they're not going to change. This whole thing hinges on that 20% that they call, undecided. And let me tell you, I can tell you what went on in that plane. There's one of two or three things, because that's what I used to do for them, so I know fairly well what happened. Bill Clinton met with Lynch, and he was there to assure her that when Hillary gets to be president, she'll be able to keep her job if she enjoys it. Number one. Number two, I would imagine he gave her a slip of paper that had it on it a couple of things about the career prosecutors that are working the case. And what was on that, Alex, were the things they have on them. The drugs, women, men, whatever. And she is to show them what they've got, and if they indict or don't do what she says, that's what's coming out. So he gave her that slip of paper.
So he gave her the blackmail information, and you can see her licking her lips on TV in this interview today at the Aspen Institute, saying she's going to decide what to do with the FBI report with her Justice Department people. That is just sensationally arrogant.
Right. Now, the third thing is that they want Loretta Lynch to prosecute some of the protesters against Hillary. Those of us that are speaking out against immigration, against Muslims, et cetera, Bill Clinton told her that he wanted her, they need her to step up and indict somebody for hate speech, because that will clear the road for the rest of the way for Hillary. It'll back down the ultra-conservative people, the moral Christian conservative people that they figure are going to raise their voices. They're going to put that down.
Sure, and that's what the persecution of tens of thousands of churches and conservative and libertarian groups with the IRS was about. And in fact, let's put it on screen. There's an article from last year where she said we're going to persecute people for their free speech when they criticize us. She's actually come out and said that before. I'm looking for the article. So you're saying from working with the Clintons and handling them for many years, that's what you believe happened on the airplane?
That's what I know happened. Now, I wasn't there, of course, but I wrote the book that they used, and I did it so many times, Alex, that I know the M.O. The strange meeting, the quick meeting, the quote-unquote accidental on purpose meeting. Bill Clinton wasn't in Atlanta or wherever this was, supposedly playing golf. He wasn't more playing golf than a man in the moon. He was there to deliver a message, and he was the one that they chose to deliver it. You know for yourself, Loretta Lynch, for all that she is, she ain't stupid. She knew, she would have known if she met with Bill Clinton that this kind of fervor was going to happen.
Well, that's why they had the FBI tell the press to turn the cameras off. This is arrogance. Stay right there. Back in 70 seconds. Tell your friends and family. Tune in now, folks. This is history happening. And this is The Insider.
Thank you for listening.
More with him straight ahead. About 6 months ago, we had the video clip. I just put the article up on screen for TV viewers in the last segment. Lynch said we're going to criminalize criticizing Islam. She tells the press, don't call it radical Islam. They don't even mention Islam now in all these terror attacks. You got a gun from Fast and Furious at the Paris shooting. That's foreign mainstream news, not even in the press here. It was our whistleblowers told us they're shipping guns through Mexico to ISIS. These are organized criminals, and Larry Nichols is our guest. The consummate Clinton insider, been blowing the whistle on him for 2 decades. Larry, what does it signify that on the tarmac, she meets him, they meet for 30 minutes at least, the FBI and Secret Service tell ABC News and others, turn your cameras off. They've testified to that now. This is clearly premeditated evil. It isn't an accident, chance meeting. Why would they be so incredibly arrogant? I mean, is there a method to the madness, rubbing our noses in it?
Oh, absolutely. Alex, I used to say right on your program years ago, if you'll recall, I used to say the good news is they're lying to us. When they stop lying, then we're gone. All right, they're not lying anymore. They're doing stuff right in front of us. And what she's doing, what this meeting signifies, And don't believe they didn't know it, because I'm telling you, Lynch and Clinton both knew the reality of them meeting.